shocked that they lost in November, and they can't believe it's because they are out of touch, because they're dangerous, because their ideas are fantasies. Therefore, it's our fault. We're cheating somehow. And there's a war against Fox News for a practical reason. Fox News is the one place where you get reasonably accurate coverage of Donald J. Trump. If you're the New York Times or CBS News or the Washington Post, you would love to live in a world with no Fox News. And so there's a war, literally a war going on, with money being raised to hire lawyers, to set up fights, to do investigations. So you're a piece of that action. But you're also a piece of this much broader action that all across America, the fascist left has decided that they have to shut us up because we're winning the argument and we're winning elections and things ain't going the way they thought they would. And I think this is a very dangerous time. I'm delighted that you counterattacked as directly as you did. I noticed that today that same individual withdrew the comments, said they weren't true, they were inaccurate. And I think we're going to see a lot more of this. Anybody who's willing to stand up for Trump is a target. Anybody who's willing to stand up for conservatism is a target. You're willing to do both.
You know, do you remember in 2010 when the IRS was used as a weapon against all these Tea Party and conservative groups? I remember I actually went to your old hometown in Atlanta, you know, with 20,000+ people show up at a rally outside. That was done by design. I actually sense the same strategy is being invoked. You're right. Fox News is the only place on television that I think President Trump gets fair coverage. And I'm one of his supporters. But
absolutely, I agree.
The news division, he gets fair coverage.
Absolutely, I agree.
Laura, Beck, and all of us, we're all been targeted at some point. And my question is, do you think this is done by design to shut down Fox, or at least take away the heart and soul of it before 2020?
Look, absolutely. I think that the left thought they were going to win up to about 8 or 9 o'clock on election night, and they were sure that when Hillary replaced Obama, that they would then finish the job of wiping out conservatism in America, and they would impose their radical values, they would impose their bureaucrats, they would impose the laws they wanted, and they have been in a state of shock ever since 9 or 10 o'clock election night, and now they're in a total rage, and they decided that conservative media, conservative talk show hosts, Fox News in particular,
even YouTube,
that if you're allowed to continue to broadcast, if you're allowed to continue to reach out to millions of people, that they're never going to win again. And I think, frankly, they're right. And so this is an all-out effort with Hollywood liberals putting up millions of dollars, with George Soros putting up tens of millions of dollars. You see it all across the country, this desperate effort to organize, to politicize. I was at a university recently giving a speech. I had college Republicans tell me that they were genuinely frightened right after the election, because if you smiled, people yelled at you because it was inappropriate to smile when Hillary Clinton lost. I mean, it's that kind of intimidation, and it can get that bad.
All right, Mr. Speaker, stay right there. We are going to focus on the issues. We'll continue with Speaker Gingrich after the break. And coming up, Democrats now in full force trying to distort President Trump's accomplishments ahead of his 100th day in office. We will lay out the facts for you. We'll set the record straight. And also later tonight.
Okay, so I didn't get Sean Hannity's opening statement, but it was basically a statement that says any media outlet, any person, any journalist, anyone who continues to slander him, which he's been under a lot of attack, will be met with any and all legal means afforded to him as an American citizen. He basically sequestered one of the best legal teams in the country to defend him and what he says, because Sean Hannity is a man of integrity, there is no doubt. And the attack on conservatives is real in this country. And I believe that part of what Mr. Newt Gingrich, the former Speaker of the House, was saying here is exactly why so many YouTube channels, including my own, have been demonetized. The liberal left is in a panic, and they can't stand the fact that we won, and they want to destroy free speech. It's just the way it is, America. We got to stand up for our rights. We got to stand up for free speech. We have to continue to do what is right. Okay? You know, this Antifa rally, this Antifa attack on this rally out in California, Berkeley, this last one, they called it Berkeley 2.0. You know, they called that the tax march, and that was why Antifa attacked. No. What that actually was a free speech rally, and the Antifa punks came out there to try to stop this thing, and the left continued to call it a tax march day, because in other locations they were having tax marches, but this particular rally was a free speech rally for conservatives. So this is the kind of stuff that they do. This is the kind of misinformation they continue to send out there, and I for one don't want to stand for it. You know, yeah, if the Republicans are wrong, I will speak out against them, and I have in the past. I'm not totally balanced either, but I'm just a little guy, man, because I dislike liberals so much. It's just crazy because of the way they act. If they would be a little bit more fair and balanced, kind of like I am, and a lot of people are, and not so butthurt, maybe America would be able to tolerate them a little bit better. So anyway, I don't know if we're going to go back to Sean Hannity. If we do, we'll come back in the next segment. That's my message tonight on why I think many YouTube channels and conservative voices in America are being shut down. My name is Johnny Jetrod, and I hope you enjoyed this clip.